Undecided Love. Greetings, my name is Luis Antonio and I'm taking a vacation trip with my parents to their native home island home. When we arrived at their island home, everyone was happy to see us, but I felt out of place since I'm from and born as a city kid. After the welcome reunion, we headed straight to the vacation home. Me and my folks worked so hard to afford a nice and quiet home with no loud sounds or music. Now that we arrive, my parents can relax and enjoy their vacation, but for me, I have work to do. I have to find a wife who will give birth to a child that would continue my lineage at my parents' company, but since it's already late, I'm just gonna rest as well. Next day, after we all woken up and washed our faces, we went to have breakfast on the table at the terrace while enjoying our morning meals. My parents told me that after we're done eating, we'll all shower and get dressed up because we are gonna visit the other family members. That's when I just remembered my objective. Find someone that I like a lot, make her fall in love with me, and have her give birth to my child. Once we were all ready, we set out first to see and spend time together with our family members. It made me happy to be treated normally by my family members over here and not like others who see me like I'm not from here because of my skin tone. After some time passed, my cousins took me out with them to see the town, and may I say I enjoyed it a lot over here. I got to meet new people and see new places as well as feel and smell the fresh natural air. The next following day, my parents and I decided to stop by our grandparents' home after we were done eating. When we arrive at my grandmother's home, my parents spend time chatting with her and my uncle after we said hi to one another, and as for me, I went and spent time with cousins and it was fun. I rode behind a motorcycle with them and went to far places. That's when she introduced to one of her female friends who has the same name as her, Marion. She seems like a sweet kind of girl in the way things were going. It seems like she likes me, so I guess things were looking like we might end up together and she might be the one to give birth to a child of mine. That all changed when my cousin and uncle introduced me to two other girls in different occasions. One of the girls' names was Christine, who I met through my uncle through chat, and we saw each other in person when I invited her to the pool. The last girl's name is Gina, who I was introduced to by a cousin when I went to a river not far with another of my uncle. I would say that one was a random encounter, but I enjoy the time with everyone even if I'm not a great swimmer. All these are all kind and sweet, and each is a candidate to be my future waifu and give birth to my future child. The predicament, after the meeting and getting to know each girl a little bit, the plan of me choosing one of them as my waifu has become a lot harder. All I know is that one of them has to be the right one for me and that I have to have one of them pregnant before the end of this month. When I went back to where my grandma lives, I had conversations with each of my cousins and my uncle at different times about the girls they introduced me to for them to tell me some stuff about them. And I had conversations with them on the phone to get to know them better. In the end, what they told me about them is good things about them, and the conversation I had with each girl was pleasant and enjoyable. There was nothing bad or wrong with it, and I liked them all, but I can only choose one. But what I hate more is hurting the other girls' feelings. To be continue.